Drake, right? Since he one of the rappers that do it, how do you feel about rappers that paint their nails?
How
the do you think I would feel about that?
Hey, recently, Lord Jamar went on the Art of Dialogue, and he had some very interesting things to say about the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef and saga. Let's get into it.
How do you feel about the situation that happened in Canada with Rick Ross and his crew?
Yeah, that shit was wild. That was wild. So just as a quick recap, Rick Ross performed in Canada, and at the end of his show, he played "They Not Like Us," right? But okay, so Rick Ross.
That was real stupid and irresponsible. Irresponsible. Why would you go outside of the country to this man's country and play this song, play this diss track towards this man in his own country, knowing they was gonna feel some kind of way about it? Why would you do that? That's just irresponsible. Now you putting all the people that's with you in jeopardy. Dumb. And Rick Ross, bro, about to be 50, doing stupid stuff.
Ross does this in Canada, and then dudes run up on him and proceed to like pummel his bouncer, right? So first of all, I feel like where you get your bouncers from.
Right, that's that homeboy security right there.
You know what I mean? Like. I think you need to go to.
Bro, once you get so big, man, actually, period. If you gonna have bodyguards, you need to get professionals. You not homeboy security. Like seriously.
More quality. See, sometimes dudes just get big dudes who don't really have like experience in being a real bouncer. You know what I mean? Like I know.
Hey, Lord Jamar, what is that? Is that a 7%? 7% Muslim chain?
Dudes that do real security. You know what I mean? That hammers and all of that, and you know what I mean? They know some shit. That guy, that guy got mopped by some skinny dudes, yo. Yeah, it was a little crazy. You know what I mean? Now, what's jumped out to me though the most about the video is, and I kind of would like to see the assailants. There's a lot of nicks thrown around in that video.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Nick, like, and them dudes didn't look so black to me.
Right.
If they wasn't white or Spanish, they was super light skinned. Like, but all I know is like nobody is really talking about that because people just freely use that word now. White people, Spanish, everybody. What's up, Nick? Especially when a beef go down.
That's because we give everybody a pass, bro. Like, it used to be back in the day, like back in the 90s when I was growing up, nobody else could say it. But it seemed like today, everybody got a pass to say it. That ain't cool, bro. That's one thing that's they not talking about with that whole Rick Ross situation is how all of them was chirping, dropping M-bombs and stuff. When none of them black. Even if they was black Canadians, they're not black Americans. It's a difference. That word was invented in America for black Americans, not Canadian Americans, or not, y'all know what I meant.
Stupid. You know what I mean? But if you used any other kind of word, like a F word that ends with a T,
I think he means a G.
You'd get charged for some hate crime or some shit.
F word that ends with a G.
I was like, is people not seeing this part of the, like, that's the part of the video that's really crazy to me. You know what I mean?
I know Uncle Luke, he was feeling the type of way about, Drake liking that video on Instagram. And he even gave Drake a warning, like, yo, you co-signing that, it's not a good look.
But that's, dudes being in their feelings, not fully thinking things through. And,
He talking about Drake being in his feelings and not thinking things all the way through. I think Uncle Luke, he was right. He was warning Drake, bro, you gonna condone that behavior Now, who's to say it don't happen to you when you come to the States? And you know what I'm saying? You bringing that upon yourself, bro, just by condoning what happened to Rick Ross. Y'all supposed to be professional grown ass men. Y'all not supposed to be condoning that.
Just trying to act like, yeah. So I bet you have more shows in America than people do in Canada.
Right.
You heard?
Ew. What the hell was that? That was a laugh? That was nasty. Like, bro.
You don't want those problems down here.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a good look. Him liking that post. That can make things ugly when he come to the US and do shows.
Right.
Right, because now niggas want to go Tiffany.
And you got to go to Atlanta. In Florida, you can split. You can spit into Florida from Georgia. It don't take nothing for some dudes to drive up from Miami to a show in Atlanta, bro.
The chat, like, don't go to, don't go to where Rick Ross, Miami or Atlanta, wherever,
Real talk. But I gotta ask you, right? Because you made a comment about it. Drake and Kendrick. You made a comment saying that the battle was soft. It was one of the softest battles ever.
Well, I said this
that.
battle to me, not the softest records. I said the whole battle to me is one of the softest battles in hip hop history. To me,
I don't know about that because the MGK Eminem beef, that battle, that was soft. Who else? There was some other soft ones. I think Eminem had a couple of soft ones, but these are non-hood dudes though. Kendrick a hood dude, but Drake ain't. So of course it's got to be soft. It's gonna be soft.
You know what I mean? Like, because I come from a time where, no Vaseline and, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers just got to it. Like,
them is hood dudes though.
Hit them up. Like, I never heard a battle where dudes is like singing in the battle, like,
I just want to keep it PG.
Like, who the f do that in the battle? Like, that's crazy. Like, just get to the shits. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I understand we're in a different time and all of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, just the approach. You know what I mean? It started very like, they had to kind of work up to the, and then finally, I
don't know. In my opinion, Euphoria is highly underrated. It was a really good song.
That they
and actually, Family Matters was a good song. I don't know about a good diss track, but it was a good song though.
They're not like us. Now, I must say though, that song, I don't ever think I've seen this kind of reaction from a battle song ever. Like, there was never like a battle party song. Like, usually the battle songs was just some shit you listen to.
Right. I mean, right now it's the middle of July, getting towards the end, and it's still going hard.
He like, man, he got in there. She f***ed him up. You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't necessarily some shit that's like a party anthem. Like, he turned this battle diss song into a party anthem. And that's probably the genius about it. Like, that's what's going to make this joint, that particular song, going to last through time. Like, that, it's a classic now. Actually, it's a classic right now. Yeah.
Okay, so
I agree.
That's a classic already?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, right now. Right now,
it's certain songs you can tell are going to be classics right off the rip. And I mean, they're very few and far in between, but this is definitely one of them.
Because you're going to hear that song years from now. People who are living in this time, when that comes on, they're going to be like, A minor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wop, wop, wop. They're going to be doing all of that.
God, fuck him up.
And you don't get a lot of music.
Yo, that laugh is nasty, bro.
Music like that these days. You don't get a lot of classics these days. Are any of those other joints like, can we really remember all the stuff that happened prior to that song? Like, really? Are they really gonna play those 30 years from now? Nah, but they're gonna play that. Like, they're gonna play that one. You see?
Yeah,
That's why I'm calling it as a
probably,
classic
probably.
now. Watch.
Oh God.
Lord Jamar be knowing, trust
God.
me.
Yeah,
I wish
right,
you knew
man.
that
Just
I wish he knew that laugh was gross and disgusting.
thinking about it. Yeah, I can see that. 20 or 30 years from now, not like us being played. Yeah,
I like
can
those
see
fragrant
that.
shorts though.
Yeah. And just the emotional response that it brings when I see it come on, like it's just, yeah. Ain't been a record like this in a while. Yeah.
So I gotta ask you, right? You being somebody from East Coast, and we talking about not like us, and the reaction is getting. How was the reaction when Hit 'Em Up came out? You being somebody from New York, how was that like?
Motherfuckers was like, yo. Like
I'm from Ohio. I was a teenager when that came out. Bro. When he said that, that's why you fat oh my goodness. You knew it was real.
He is not playing. See, you know what was smart about Hit 'Em Up? He used a beat that was like an East Coast type of beat. You know what I mean?
Know, really?
That fucking Don't Look Any Further joint.
Really? What song is that? That's the Don't Look No Further, right? That's the East Coast beat? Yeah, I mean, maybe a little. I might get like a little New York vibe from that song. I don't know.
Joint. That's a very like Queens, New York.
Yeah, I see it now. Now I do get kind of like a when you listen to that song and watch the video, I kind of get like a Coming to America, the first one, vibe to it.
Good morning, my neighbors! Hey, fuck you! Yes! Fuck you too!
Yeah, Queens is known for loving that joint. No, I'm actually thinking of doom. I'm thinking of another record. But anyway, that joint right there, that's still some New York hip hop shit. And when he fucking said, I fucked your wife,
right?
Nick was like, oh,
right.
Like he,
bro, them is fighting words.
Punches. And when he said, call the cops when you see Tupac.
Grab your blocks when you see Tupac. Call the cops when you see Tupac.
Like,
grab your Glocks when you see Tupac.
Like, yo, he don't sound like he sound like he's serious.
Yeah.
Like, this getting crazy. You know what I mean? But I know Nick was fucking with it. Like, Nick was fucking with it. I don't think it was that much. Like, Nick was riding with Big and all of that, but at the same time, Nick's over here with Pac too. Like, you know what I mean?
I find that really amazing to hear that because I'm from Ohio, right? But I got a few friends that's from like Newark, New Jersey, and they wasn't feeling that, bro. Like when that came out, like when I hooked up with them, like it was like right after high school, like late 90s, after all that, right? And they was always complaining like, bro, everybody around here just listen to Pac and this and that, bro. I mean, we closer in New York, but y'all, them East Coast dudes, they just got like their own little, especially at that time, they had like their own little hip hop bubble to where they didn't give like shine to like the other parts of the country that had good music too. Like the Midwest, the West Coast, and Atlanta was really starting to come around on the rap type scene because you already had Usher and Babyface and all them, but it was really, and Tony Braxton, it was really starting to come around on the hip hop part too though. Even though JD had been around for like the longest.
I mean, that's what made it kind of crazy, like, you know what I mean?
Right. So not like us. It's in your top 5.
Of all time disc records? I mean, let's see, no Vaseline.
All favorite disc records of all time. And this ain't no particular order. Hit 'em up, Ether, no Vaseline. No Vaseline is probably 2. It's battling with Ether for 2. But yeah, hit 'em up, no Vaseline, Ether. Yo, this is one that nobody ever brings up. Eazy-E, Real Motherfucking G's. Yes, in the top 5. And then we gonna throw in Not Like Us on there because it's just going so hard right now. And it's the middle of the summer. I don't see, it's about to be late summer and it's still going hard. Still going hard.
Ether? Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't necessarily think of 2 other ones that are necessarily better that come to mind off top. Yeah, nah. The Bitch in You by Common was cool. It was cool, but it's not better than
right.
it's not better than Not Like Us.
I'm gonna put that top 5.
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. And I'm not even like a Kendrick, like, you know what I mean? Some people are mad at me because I haven't heard some things that people feel, you never heard that? No, I didn't. Like, I be in my own musical world sometimes, you know what I mean? But when she comes on my radar, I can appreciate it or I cannot appreciate it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that would be the top 3 for me too. Hit 'em up, Ether, no Vaseline, and I'll put Not Like Us in there.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm telling you, everybody's sleeping on that.
Could you think of any
Easy.
others? Like, if you had to go 5, could you think of 2 other ones that would be as strong as those?
I know that Real
Because the
Motherfucking
first-
G's.
I mean, if you said Kumo D and Busy B, that was the first one that got things off, but that wasn't even a record. That was just a kind of Kumo D's verse on a tape. You know what I mean? And if you had to put that in there just for the historical significance of starting off this battle in hip hop, then you throw that in there. You know what I mean? No, now some people would say maybe KRS and MC Shan's battle.
Yeah, no, that's only gonna be East Coast niggas that say that one, because outside of the East Coast, a lot of people not really rocking with KRS-One like that. Or hey, where I live, a lot of people don't even know who KRS-One is, especially nowadays. Back in the day, yeah, maybe, but nobody was really fans of KRS-One. We just know who he was. Y'all East Coast dudes, y'all feel how y'all want about that. I'm just saying. I'm keeping it 100.
Yeah, nah. Those records we named are good records. Those are good, solid 4 right there. I don't even know what the 5th one is actually.
For
See,
me,
I'm telling you, they sleeping on that
Hit 'em
Easy.
Up, Ether, Not Like Us, and no Vaseline. And for that 5th spot, I'll put Dollars and Cents.
Man, hell no. DJ Quick, bro. Dollars and Cents, DJ Quick. See, they sleeping on that Easy. I'm telling you.
Ooh, I don't know if I know. If it don't make dollars, it don't make that one right there.
Yeah, DJ Quick, dissing MC8.
Right. Oh, well, yeah. Because the G ain't in you, right? I know. Okay, I know what you're talking about. That was a good one. But see, you West Coast?
Nah, I'm from Houston.
Okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, that didn't even come to my mind. But that's probably more because I'm a East Coast dude. But I've
And see, them New York East Coast dudes, man, they be in their own little hip hop bubble. And that's one of the things I don't like about East Coast dudes. No offense to y'all. No offense whatsoever. Besides the weird talking and all that energy, man, sit your ass down somewhere. Calm down. You can talk to me normal. But nah, it's like y'all be in y'all like own little hip hop bubble sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And y'all not giving the rest of. I mean, it's more. That was more prevalent back in the day than it is now because of the internet and everything got easier access. But back in the day, bro, it was like the East Coast had their own little hip hop bubble and didn't really listen to anything outside of that and didn't give anything else outside of that no shine. Like, for instance, DMX, one of his biggest tracks was Rough Riders Anthem. He ain't like it because it sounded too Atlanta, too down south. And it do. That's a HBCU beat all day. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't like it. He didn't like it. And that's one of his biggest tracks to date.
Would it be safe to say that you feel like Kendrick, he won the battle?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Well,
definitely.
Yes.
Without a
But
question.
probably
Without a
who
doubt.
really won the battle?
The fans.
Universal Music Group.
Oh yeah, they did too. They did.
They're both they're both signed to Universal in some kind of way. So out of all the streams that they got out of this battle, they're probably the real winners. But yes, I would say,
Hey, somebody educate me down in the comment section about a distribution deal. Cause I don't know anything about it. And that's what Kendrick has with UMG is a distribution deal. So somebody explain to me exactly what that entails or what they might think that entails down in the comment section.
Kendrick won the battle, and what does that symbolize? It symbolizes that real rap kind of one. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
real,
Drake is not rap.
He seems like real
He's pop.
rap, and Kendrick represents like AI rap. Like, you know what I mean?
He means Drake.
Like if AI was gonna make a rapper, they'd make a Drake. I'm sorry, Drake is the AI rap, and Kendrick is the more traditional. You know what I mean? About lyrics in the traditional sense, where I don't think there was any ghostwriters in the background for his shit. I don't think we're gonna find any reference tracks where we'd be finding mad reference tracks for Drake. You understand? So,
Speaking of that, how you feel about Drake and him having writers?
I mean, I think he's a great entertainer. I think he knows.
Look, ain't nothing wrong with having writers. Nothing wrong with it. But you can't go around claiming you're the greatest rapper if somebody else is writing your raps. Because at that point, you're just a performer. You're not a rapper. You're a performer. You're performing somebody else's raps. Right? Now, some of y'all Drake fans can say numbers this and numbers that all you want. I agree. Drake has the numbers. Everybody has at least one Drake song that they will bob their head to. At least one. Nobody in a rightful mind can say there is not one Drake song that doesn't make their head bob. You feel me? But when it comes to being the best rapper alive, numbers don't mean shit. That's where y'all got it twisted. That's where the Drake fans got it twisted. The numbers don't mean shit. If you're not writing your own lyrics, then you're not the best rapper alive. You're not the greatest rapper.
Knows how to entertain, you know, and he makes catchy songs. But you know, from the rap lineage that I come from, like, you can't call yourself like the top motherfucker if you're not writing all your shit and all, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't do it. Like, you know what I mean? Even if you wrote some hot shit, if anybody's writing any of your other hot shit, it kind of disqualifies you from a certain conversation. Not a conversation of, hey, he got mad hits. He's been doing his thing for a very long time. Again, he's entertaining. You know what I mean? But I don't personally listen to Drake. Like, I'm not a Drake album fan. I don't like his how he turns his shit on and off. You know what I mean? when he
Singing
rap,
and rapping then?
he rap all like, you know what I mean? And then when he's talking to white people, he's like, yes. And it's very, you know, cohesive the way we, you know, and it's just like, Nick, who are you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's why I understand when
So what you trying to say is Drake's not,
Kendrick
he's saying Drake is not authentic. He not real.
that is cringeworthy when he says Nick and all that type of shit. Cause it is. Cause you're not one of those Nick that should be saying Nick like that. You heard?
So you ain't
We don't want to hear you say no more.
feeling Drake using the N-word.
No.
Nah, because you see what I'm saying? Because you're too, that's not who, you know, that's not who you really are. Like I could see you going back to the white people when nobody's around and be like, yeah, and I say Nick in my rhymes and they don't say anything to me. That's because they think I'm one of them. But I'm really with you.
Why you clown him like that though?
And then he goes back, yeah, you know who really bang a set? My Nick CB.
Hey, and I don't understand why he thought Chris Brown was gonna ride with him on that. Bro, did he? Yeah, y'all did a song together, but he must have forgot. Breezy really tried to put hands on him. Like seriously. And his bodyguards started throwing bottles like some hoes at Breezy and his people. Cause Breezy was really about to put hands on him. He talking about my nigga CB bang a set out there. Bro, that's not your nigga. You see he dancing to Not Like Me in the club. Stupid. Dumbass. Dumbass Drake. Dumbass Drizzle.
And it's like, come on, man. Real, you know what I mean? You gotta choose a lane, bro. Choose a lane. And he wanna be everything to all people, it seems like, and you can't do that. You gotta pick a side.
So you feel like he ain't authentic, he ain't real.
Hell no.
Nah, he's not authentic. Absolutely not.
I respect it, man. But speaking of Drake, right, since he one of the rappers that do it, how do you feel about rappers that paint their nails?
Gay!
How the f do you think I would feel about that?
Right. Hey, this reminds me when I was a teenager, right? I came home one day and my dad just happened to, pop up at the house looking for me. And I had, how you put back in the day we used to get the girls to put the clear coat nail hardener on for us, right? And we was doing it for a certain reason. My dad, when I popped up at the house, he seen it. My dad was a big dude, bro. He was, ooh wee. He tried to snatch me up like, yo, what is this? I had to explain to him like, bro, dad, let homegirl down the street give me a pedicure and let her do this. And he still, it took a minute. I had to do some explaining. You let people get you pedicures and this and that and this and that. Dad, listen to what I'm saying. It's after school. Her parents ain't home. She wanted to pedicure my nails. I'm gonna go over there and let her do it. Talk to her for a minute. You feel me? Then, it sunk in like, oh, okay. You better not be doing that shit yourself.
You know what I mean? I come from the days of fucking J.J. Evans. And you know what I mean? Like, the Evans father and at Good Times and shit. Like, you think he would wear fingernail polish?
Yeah,
like,
nah.
Come on,
I ain't
man.
never wore no color, bro. No. Hell no.
It's ridiculous. It's just more, all right, I'll take money because I'm an influencer. I know I have influence, so I'll take this money and do as you ask. We know that there's some sort of agenda out there to try to effeminate not just the black men, all men.
Period.
Okay? Like, they just want the man to be effeminate.
Yeah.
But especially the black man.
Yeah.
So if we could lead us down.
Hey, he ain't telling no lies there at all. None. No lies spoken whatsoever.
Those roads with little things, get niggas to wear pocketbooks and paint their nails and all this nonsense that only females are supposed to be doing. And and act like, you know, it's just fashion. I'm just being open and all this type of shit. Like, I'm not with it. Please don't promote that to your children. Like, real men, don't promote that to your children. Don't act like that's okay.
It's not.
Like, don't act like, well, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to stunt my child. Whatever he wants to do, I just want to let him do it. Like, come on, man.
Hey, that be them sus ass dudes that's living vicariously through their children that they probably shouldn't have had. Yeah, I said it. What?
No, we can't live in that type of world. They're children. There's a reason why children can't drink, why they can't have firearms, why they can't vote.
Facts.
All kind of shit, because their minds is not ready for a lot of shit.
Facts.
And they need guidance. And that's what a parent is supposed to do, provide guidance for the child. You know what I mean? And people are not doing that. They're just letting their child do it. Mommy, I feel like a boy. Mommy, I feel like a girl. Get me operation. All right.
And that is it for Lord Jamar for today in the art of dialogue. Man, he was spitting in there. That's them old school niggas, man. And he is 7% Muslim. I looked a lot into that, you know, back in the day, but they a little too too racist for me. But yeah, I looked a lot into that 7% Muslim back in the day. Really interesting stuff. You gotta dig in if you gotta dig into that sometime. Hey, after y'all watch this video, do this. Go and watch Dr. Dre's Dre Day. Or actually not watch, listen to it. Listen to Dr. Dre's Dre Day. Then turn around and listen to Eazy-E's Real Motherfucking G's, which is the rebuttal to Dre Day. Tell me Eazy-E's Real Motherfucking G's don't belong in the top 5 of diss tracks. But that's my time, y'all. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon. That way you get notified every time I drop a video. Hit the thumbs up button. And so this video gets pushed out in the YouTube algorithm, the YouTubian outspace, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Just do your boy a solid and let's help us get up to 10,000 subscribers. For now, Burbank TV reactions. I'm your guy Charm, BurbankClothing.com. I'm about this motherfucker. Peace.